Alright, so I didn't have a lot going on today, and I figured with my legs not being in a frenzy like they've been the last several months, that I'll take the opportunity to see if I could put a couple miles in, which I love being able to come here on a day off because it started to pick up, and there's just more and more people coming here whenever it used to be just empty, like every day. But today there's only a couple cars in the parking lot, so hopefully you don't really run into anybody. Had a lot going on, just thinking a lot the last few months about everything that's going on. I mean, not only physically, but just career-wise and financially. But something that I've been going over a lot, other than the fact that I do need to start working on my education a little bit. Not exactly sure where to start with that, but I just need to get out of my current role of work and find something that's a little bit more fulfilling. And I keep saying that my back is holding me back, and that, I don't want to find something that I fall in love with and then lose it because of my back. But I mean, everything that I really enjoy doing, I don't really think that I could do with my education level as it is, even if my back wasn't injured. So I mean, I would really like to hold myself accountable and, a few days a week really start diving in, just working on some stuff that I know I need to work on that I keep putting off. Speaking of putting off, I am enrolling into the lower back ability today. So if I don't have any information on it, good or bad, during my next weigh-in, I failed there. But as it is right now, I will be signing up today and getting started today as well. Oh, let's get a look at this view together. Hold on 1 minute. So I am just a little over a mile in. Ooh, squirrel, scared me. Just over a mile in, and I'm hoping that I can do about 6 miles, but we're not going to hold our breath. We're going to see how the legs feel. Really don't want to push that. But we're going to do at least 4, just for the fact that I won't get out of here until I do at least 4 miles. Oh. I get over this hump here, and then I'll come back. So I'm not entirely sure what the video is really going to be about. It's just me kind of ranting on as I'm walking here. Maybe getting some B-roll footage for a video later down the line. But some of the things I've been thinking about, like I said, besides financially, I mean, I would really love to look into getting just a small second job. But I know that my back can't handle it. I'm barely, getting by in the one that I got now, so I really have to stop. Oh, not really falling off the wagon. But I really have to focus on this lower back ability program. Give it at least 6 months. Ooh, if I see any improvement, then, continue. But I mean, I really got to continue working on my diet and now the education. But I don't want next year to be like this year. I mean, I really want to dive in and focus so hard on the foundation of being able to better myself in the next couple of years. I know everybody says, just dive in and work real hard this year so next year's not so bad. And I mean, it's going to take me a few years. but it's going to take me even longer if I don't actually get on that train and stay on that train. But it's funny that as far as my weight goes, I'm in this in-between stage of I've lost about 54 pounds and I need to lose like another, it's right under 70. I think it's 68 pounds, something like that. Walking up a hill got me. But I'm at that in-between stage of the weight loss to where phase one, I can't fit any of my old clothes anymore. So I threw almost all of those out. That part of my life's gone. Now, while I lost all the weight before, gained it all back and then some, I got rid of all the clothes this time as a reminder that you're not able to go back. Now I have, 3 or 4 t-shirts, a couple pairs of pants and stuff, but I don't really know my style anymore. I have all my clothes from when I was in the 180s, 6 years ago. And I was going through the tote, checking everything out. And I mean, that's not who I am anymore. A lot of that was whenever I was into martial arts. And I just, thinking about it, I'm like, I wonder what kind of clothing and what style I actually would like now when I get back to the weight that I want to be. Because now pretty much what I wear is just because it was cheap clothes. And I refuse to purchase any more clothes until I lose that 70 pounds that I need to lose. Just because when I get to the point of losing the 70, I won't be able to fit any of the clothes that I buy over the next year. So, I mean, it's nice to see that phase one, doing the foundation of the weight loss, that I was able to throw out some clothes, seeing that I made progress. Even when I look in the mirror, I see no progress. Mentally, I don't see progress. But I'm wearing clothes 2, 3, 4 sizes smaller. So even though in my head I haven't improved at all, I can tell based on that. And I mean, 6 years ago, I was probably the most active person you'd ever meet. Going in 2 years of my injury, I became the most stagnant person you'd ever meet. Year 3, year 4, I became probably the most miserable. And I mean, I just gave up. I figured if I got to be in this boat, then why shouldn't everybody else? And I just became a heavy drinker. And woe is me. I put on a good show, but I mean, mentally, I was lost. And it wasn't until just last year, the year before, that I was really like, fuck this, fuck all that. I was never someone to just sit down and die. I trained for years to, be not really a gladiator, but I always called it a gladiator because I kept wanting to improve. I kept wanting to push myself. I kept wanting to do better and do better and do better. And then whenever something actually happened that I truly needed to believe, that everything crumbled. And it was completely different because if things was hard physically, I could push right through it. I'd be sore for days at a time and I would laugh about it because I knew I was getting better. Whenever that crumbled, I realized that all I had going for me was my ability to be aggressive and physical. But mentally, I really wasn't preparing myself as much as I thought to put up with hard times. And I gave in, man. I crumbled and I just done everything that I told everyone not to do to better their life. And then I wondered why my life was so shit for a few years. But getting out here and really learning proper nutrition, really learning to appreciate being able to do small things like being outside. Used to love hiking, but I wasn't doing it for appreciation. I was doing it for the burn. I was doing it to put miles in. And over the last couple of years, I think I've really just learned, or starting to learn, that it doesn't have to be a race. And that, it's just appreciation. Build a foundation rather than trying to be 10 steps ahead of the game. this point, I don't even know what I'm knacking about. But I mean, all in all, I guess I just can't wait to see myself 2 years from now. Even if I'm still having issues in my back, I mean, I want to physically look better, feel better. Mentally, I want to know that I'm doing everything I can do to get out of the current job that I'm in and be a better provider. I've been seeing a lot of animals out here today. This might be the day I see Bigfoot. But I don't know. I mean, I'm 32, and I'm just like, man, like, you really got to start investing in yourself more. Instead of just watching all the podcasts and talking about it, you really need to jump into investing in yourself. Because, I mean, when you're 40, if you're this beat down in your 30s, man, 40s ain't going to be a fun ride. So, yeah, I don't know. Really don't know where I want to be, what the other career or what career that I would love to do. I'm really not sure. I just know I don't want to be in the one that I'm in. I don't want to spend the majority of my time around miserable people. And I mean, if you want to get out and do better, you have got to start doing better for yourself to attract those who are doing better and want to do better with their life. It was a motto I lived by for years, and then I just gave it up. Got another big hill coming up, so I'll come back. And I guess really the best way that I can explain it for myself is if the me now or the me in the last couple of years just met the me from 7 years ago, I wouldn't even be on my radar. I mean, I would not have been around somebody like me. Just for the fact, you know, like I refused for so long to try to make improvements because I thought that where I was at is where I'm going to die. And the me back then, I don't want to say I was arrogant. I mean, I was full of myself. I thought I was hot shit. And I mean, I don't want that arrogance back. But back then, I refused to look in the mirror and accept anything less than me being the very best. And I mean, looking back, I wasn't ever the best, but I refused to believe less of myself. I mean, is that really... You know, it wasn't that I refused to believe less of myself. I refused to let it show. Because, I mean, I was never really satisfied deep down. But I was always trying to improve and be better than who I was. Even when I didn't believe it, I never let that be a factor in my head to stop. I mean, before all the working out, before all the training, I mean, I had no confidence. I was a loser. Dived into training, and I mean, I just became a person who I was proud of the majority of the time. And I mean, now, yeah, I mean, I want to be able to look in the mirror and not be disgusted in myself. I want to be proud of myself, and I actually want to like myself. So I would just love to be able to, I mean, I'm chasing that version of me that I was, or the version of me that I became, but I just want to take some of the qualities away from that, like the pride. I mean, I don't want to be some asshole, but I mean, I definitely want to be confident in myself again. And I just want to know that I can take care of myself. And I want to know that I'm treating myself, you know, like someone that I love. Probably doesn't even make sense. I'm not sweating like a pig. I'm just tired of looking in the mirror and not being proud. I'm tired of giving myself the shit end of the stick because I'm just like, oh, that's who you are now. It's not who I am. But I mean, over the last handful of years, I've had very degrading jobs. I've let people talk to me in a way that I would have never let anyone talk to me. And it's because I'm scared that if I lose my job, then I'm really screwed, because physically I can't do much else. And even though the environment is miserable, they're paying my bills. The me before the accident, I would just walk out. Someone have an attitude, fuck you, see ya, hit the next job. And I mean, I miss that. I miss feeling like I had options in life. So I mean, I guess that's really what I'm striving for, is to just know that life doesn't have to be the way that I let it be the last few years. I mean, it never had to have gotten this bad. I just wasn't doing all the things I was really supposed to do. I was going to doctors and trying to get better, but I found out a couple years in, he was actually under so many lawsuits from not necessarily trying to help people and just trying to run that insurance like crazy. Unfortunately, I got hit with that until going into a different facility organization altogether, and then I found that there's actually really good doctors. They're few and far between, but we won't get into that. I think everyone should strive to push themselves past their limits, no matter what those limits are. Whether it's the hardest thing in the world to walk a mile or walk 100 miles, you should strive to be the very best that you can possibly be and build a gladiator mindset. Which, over the last few years, I've been flirting with that concept again. I used to look up to Mike Tyson a lot back when I boxed. And I watched a video a few years ago. It's probably old as sin. But he got out of shape. He got back into shape and said that he couldn't work out and everything because that old mindset came back to where he was just an asshole. And I kind of get it. Not that I'm going to be an asshole, but I understand. As far as when I was 300 pounds, I thought about working out. I knew I couldn't. When I started getting to the point that I was active again, all I want to do is work out again. All I want to do is run again. All I want to do is judo again, jiu-jitsu, Krav Maga. My mind just starts going and going and going. Like, you haven't hurt in 3 days. Let's go lift some weights. And like it's, you haven't hurt in 3 or 4 days. Let's go do some jiu-jitsu. And then I go do it, and then I set myself back for months. So I get it. That's still in me. I still want that to be a part of my life, because I've never felt better while I was in there doing these things. And so I get when he says, he has to stay away from it because of who it turns him into, but I have to hold on to hope that I can go back to being able to train, get in the best shape of my life, so I see a point in the future. I know I'm worth more. I just don't know how to build the little steps yet in order to be able to get back into that life. None of that probably makes sense either. I don't know. I just feel like everything was cut short. I was obviously in my prime. I was 25 when I got hurt. But there was just so many different things in life that I thought my life was going to entail. I thought I was going to be a self-defense instructor. I thought I was going to be a yoga instructor. I fell in love with yoga. I truly believed it was the fountain of youth. And it was just the adrenaline rushes, the dopamine that you got from working out was far better than any drink that I've ever had. When I was an alcoholic, it was a cheap substitute to fill some sort of rush again. I mean, it's just something that I enjoy. It makes you feel better as a person, but God knew what he was doing when he designed your body. And I mean, I definitely felt like I was a better husband and a provider whenever I could just go find 50 jobs, whenever I could work 70 hours, a week and keep pushing on and everything be okay. So, I mean, I just strive for that again, and I call it a gladiator mindset, that I'm pushing so hard to do better, even though I have a million obstacles in front of me. And it's a lot easier for me to fall off the wagon now than what it's ever been. Not counting the last year or two. Because, I mean, now I'm learning it. It's just the last couple of years has been me battling my mindset of the last, 6+. And I didn't know that I thought that I believed in myself whenever I was in shape and doing really well, but I didn't understand entirely the process of having to push through more than just being tired and being sore. I don't know. I might come back at the end of this. Really, I'm just wanting to rant and get some things off my chest without sounding too stupid. But I mean, I want to be able to look back and remind myself that you're doing better than what you believe, even if you can't see it yet. But I know that I've always been that person who I'm either going 5 or 50. It's never 25 or 30. I'm all in one way or all in on another. Might not be the best thing, but I mean, it's just how I've always been. So right now I can't see that I'm doing great, even though I know I'm doing good. But I'm just striving for that great. And I'll get there. Whether it's 1, 2, 3, 4 years from now, this channel is going to be so different one day. I'm going to have something to look back on and be like, man, I wish you would have done this the moment you got hurt. I wish you would have really cared enough about yourself then to not give up and to not feel sorry for yourself and to just push through. But a bunch of gnats, one just went right up my nose. But I don't know. Oh man, can you see all these freaking things? I think that's it for right now. It's not really an update, but I mean, the title of my vlog that I'm working on, Operation Rebuild, I mean, it's truly a complete rebuild. I mean, from the foundation that was there, the tower that was there that I had to tear down, which was doubt, like being so overwhelmed with everything and just believing that if I hurt, I can't do anything, to finding the foundation, to slowly building up the foundation. I mean, the Operation Rebuild is truly a rebuild of my life, not just physically, but mentally. And while I am working on the physical, I mean, I still have years to go. It's time that I start really focusing also on the mental capacity of my education getting better. And not only judging myself physically, but really starting to hone in on focusing on building a career that I can be proud of. I think that's it. 2.5 miles in. My legs really aren't hurting that bad right now. My back's not hurting. I'll tell you, this arm though, my God, holding this up for however long I've been holding it up. But I might come back, say some more before I get off the trail. But we'll see. If not, we're built to endure.